Good morning and welcome to today's Tuesday Thought for Today. It is good to be back with you. So the last couple of Tuesdays I've been sharing with you the Lent 2021 challenge, Take Up, Don't Give Up. So instead of giving something up for Lent, we're taking up things that are good for ourselves and also that strengthen and grow our relationship with God. So I hope you've been joining in these challenges and that they have blessed you. So today we are thinking about taking up love. I've been reading through the Gospel of John with the church, and we're now in the part in the Gospel where Jesus spent time with his disciples the night before he died. He was in the upper room, he had all his friends, the disciples, round about him. He was sharing a meal with them and he was really preparing them that he was no longer going to be with them in person. But he wanted to leave them with so much of himself and about what life would be like when he was no longer physically present. It's a beautiful read. Do read the Gospel of John if you haven't. Well, one of the main things that Jesus said to the disciples was that they needed to love one another. They had to love other people like he had loved them. So they were to love like Jesus. So we're going to take up loving like Jesus. So what does that actually look like? Well, we know the love of Jesus is a sacrificial love. Jesus went to the cross for each one of us so that we could come into relationship with God as our Father, a personal relationship with God. When we invite Jesus into our heart, the Holy Spirit lives within us, and it is such a joy and such a gift that we can have and experience life in all its fullness. So Jesus sacrificially gave up so much for us. So our love for other people needs to be sacrificial as well. Love that doesn't cost us anything of ourselves is maybe just a shallow love. And it's very easy to love those people that love us back. It's much harder to love people that maybe aren't very lovable, people that will not say thank you, people who won't be able to give you anything back in return. So today we're going to take up acts of sacrificial love. I want you to love somebody that costs something of yourself to do that act of love. It might cost you your time as you spend time with a person that needs comfort and care. It might cost you something financially as you send a gift in the post to someone you think would benefit from an act of kindness, an act of love, a gift of love. But there's different ways that we can show our love, but love in the Bible is always an action. We remember that beautiful passage from the Apostle Paul that's often read at weddings. Love is patient, love is kind, love doesn't boast, love doesn't delight in wrongs. Love actually is an action. If we just felt like loving people if we just acted in love when we felt like it, we would never get round to loving people. But love has to be an action. Love has to be something that costs something of ourselves if we are to love like Jesus. One of my goals is that people recognise that I am a Christian, not because I'm wearing a collar, or not because I tell them I'm a minister of the Church of Scotland, or not because I tell them that I am a follower of Jesus. I want people to recognise that I'm a Christian by my actions and my words. I want people to see Christ in me. And that is our goal as Christians, that when we love in sacrificial ways, when we reach out to people that are broken and in need of care, then people can actually see God in and through us. So today, why not take up a loving in a sacrificial way, something that costs something of you? And please do share with us in the Facebook feed some of your ideas, because they will spur other people on to do similar acts of love. It's not to boast in what you're doing, because that's not what it's all about, but it's just maybe to share ideas of what we can do to love each other, especially in this difficult time when people are still struggling with the restrictions that come with COVID. Acts of love right now is so needed. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. But take care, have a lovely rest of your week, and I will be back with you next week. Bye for now.